Val is too fast. Too fast and too smart. They'll never find her now. She's right over there. Val sat in deafening silence, broken only by the rhythmic creaking of the wagon and the occasional chirp of a bird. It made Val's skin crawl with each monotonous second. She needed something, anything, to happen. It wasn't exactly what she was hoping for, but better than nothing. Oh, but they'll be disgusted and forced to complain. Never mind. Maybe she could give them a moment. Surely the silence would be too much for them. In the meantime, Val would just avoid eye contact. It was nice to get further away from the coast. Val had been trying to head westward for a while. She just kept getting distracted. In any case, any distance was a good thing. She looked out of the wagon at the vast expanse of rolling dunes. The shimmering golden sands contrasted the blue waters of the oasis, reminded her of home. It was different, of course, but still the same. It irritated her, but she pushed the anger away. She looked at Lola and Tina. Now the silence was starting to get awkward. Sure, there was noise, but no one was speaking. Why hadn't they cracked yet? Even though she tried to ditch them, the two women just had to tag along, and now they just sat there in silence. Weirdos. They were both weirdos. If only she could get a read on them, figure out what made them tick. But it was hard when they wouldn't say anything. Time to ramp things up. So, Lola, what spell was that you used to find me? Well, that one was easy to read. Val wasn't sure why the overdressed caster was upset, and honestly, she didn't really care. She could work with anger. Angry people's strings were easy to pull. The other one, though, Val had no idea what to do with Tina. It was a conundrum for sure. The smart one was obviously preoccupied the entire trip. She was plotting something, and Val wanted to get ahead of her plans. She needed more information. More information never hurt anyone. They were not opening up like they were supposed to, so make them uncomfortable. I thank you for accompanying me on this quest, ladies. But after thinking it over, I can't agree to the 50-50 split. I suppose I could spare a quarter of the reward for you? I am the one leading the mission after all, and I really need the money. I'm sure you understand. It was a personal request. For me. And we already agreed to the three-way split anyway. Usurper. Oh, a crack. Is that how it went? I don't recall. Are you trying to swindle me? One meets all sorts of unsavory characters on the road. Squabbling over the details is so boring, so let's let that go. I'm sure petty things are beneath you as well, right? But what interests you in the Ivory Dunes? I bet you're one of those. People who don't even bother reading the quest text? Tina and I know, don't you? Val didn't read the notice at all. She grabbed it because it was further away. She didn't care what it was. She knew she could probably handle it. Or pass the job off to some unsuspecting stooge. Let them take the fall. But she couldn't let the odd girl know that. Oh, Lola, you're such a laugh. But you never answered my first question. How did you find me? You must be a competent magic user, despite your fashion sense. You must understand my confusion. I've never seen a caster of any decent standing wear such peculiar clothes. Though, you still aren't even as close to being as strong as I am. With this hex, let hiccups begin. With each hic, let them grin. Lola and Tina instantly broke out into laughter at the sight of Val hiccuping away. Stop laughing. This isn't funny. You think you're so strong? Arm wrestle me then. I'll show you who's strong.